Hey, Chris here again, or Dub C, whatever you prefer to call me. It's for those of you who don't know, I make music. I can rap, though I'm not really a rapper, but more or less, I'm a beat maker. I like to make beats, man. You know, it's more my thing. Produce music. Anyways, whatever you feel like referencing me by, that's all good. So this is, I guess, going to be introductory slash whatever video to. We'll see what happens. See where this goes. I'm just talking here, so. I guess, you know, last time I introduced myself, but I didn't really say a whole lot, you know. Like, there's lots of things that we can talk about. You know, different kind of guy, I guess. You know, I believe in different things. You know, I'm pretty spiritual. I believe I'm spiritual, you know, in many different ways. I'm non-religious, though I do understand all the main points of religion, and I respect, you know, everybody's own beliefs, so each to their own that way. I believe in aliens. I believe we are aliens. You know, I believe in past lives. I believe in ancient souls. I believe in energy. Energy is probably my biggest belief. I believe in, you know, energy from the sun. I believe in the universe. It's kind of what I put my beliefs in, and I guess pray to if I ever have to pray, because I mean, what's bigger than the universe, right? What keeps us alive more than the sun? We're all energy. Everything here is energy. Everything you touch is energy. You look at energy, your energy. We're all connected, and that's what I believe. I believe we're all connected in some form or another. You know, I believe in all sorts of weird shit. So, quite honestly, man, there's a lot of stuff. So leave your comments. You know, maybe there's something that you want me to talk about. But I guess, you know, what is spirituality, really? Spirituality is many different things. Many people have many their own beliefs of what spirituality is. I see memes every day of being awoke and what is awaken and all that kind of crap, right? You know, third eye stuff. And I believe in that too, you know, third eye, you know. I meditate. I listen to third eye tones, you know. So I don't know if that's what being spiritual is or not, or being awoken is or not, or is being awoken realizing, you know, that society today is not great. It's not working in a sense, and you know, and I think people look back to the days of ancient Egypt and the ancient times as possibly having it more correct than we have today, whereas we value stuff today. We put our faith and believe in stuff and false gods, and back then, you know, I mean, maybe they were false gods, but the fact of the matter is that people lived a different way, definitely smarter than us to build the fucking pyramids. Can't figure it out today more precise than we can do it. So I mean, the connection that people must have had back then without all these distractions that we have today, I think that's what people long for. They long for that connection with nature, that connection with each other. They long to reach that higher state of consciousness, you know, and it's so hard today for people to reach that because of all the distraction. You know, we spend more time at work than we do at home or in our own lives. And you know, if you're working a job, say, I guess from my experience, 2 years I worked at the Brick, and in their training seminar it says to act as if. So, and what they mean by that is if you're not feeling good, if you're sick, if you're having a bad day, somebody died in your family, maybe your wife left you, your dog died, whatever the case may be, right? Their whole approach is act as if. Act as if you're happy. Act as if your dog didn't die. Act as if you know, you're not you didn't have a big blow in your life somewhere, and you should be all cheery and stuff. And if your numbers aren't good, you're gone, right? Spend more time acting as if than you do being yourself, and eventually you almost become somebody else you don't want to be. And so how are you supposed to be spiritual and be in tune and be connected, right? That's the big awakening right now, is everybody wants to be spiritual and be connected. And it's tough when all you're trying to do is survive and, you know, make somebody else happy more time out of your life than your own children or your wife. So it's very, very, very tough. And I think a lot of that causes depression. You know, a lot of people who have a hard time getting out there because they realize that, and you know, it's like it feels like the Matrix. And I think that's what people have a really hard time with, is that the freedom is essentially gone. It's there if you want it, but people don't want it anymore because they like roads and they like street lights and they like running water and they like, you know, internet, and go to the dollar store, there's about 1 billion different items in there. People like that shit, and as long as they love that stuff and they depend on that stuff and they want that stuff and it's good stuff, maybe not the dollar store, some of it, but that's exactly how we're controlled. And so at the same time we create our own cell within our reality, I guess you could say. I mean, it's hard. I mean, try and find your happiness, right? And I believe in being positive, right? Like positive energy, what you put out comes back to you. I believe in the law of attraction. And what your mind thinks about is what gets brought to you into your real life, one form or another, one time or another. So, I mean, we could talk about that. I could talk about that all day, man. One of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen is The Secret, and I tell you, it's helped me since day one. It's actually incredible, so give it a shot if you haven't seen it. But anyways, I guess that's all I'm gonna really say here for today, because otherwise I'm just gonna blank out and stare at this black dot, which is still I'm getting comfortable with, and it's real trippy too, because honestly, I mean, what I'm saying to you right now and what you're watching is already past. It's past, and you're watching me now in the future from now. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of trippy, but if you think about it. Anyways, that's enough for today. I'll be back with another vlog at some point. Subscribe, leave comments, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.